We're back again with more Oracle Delight. And today we're taking a little look at Stacey Demarco's Elemental Oracle. And as you may have noticed, it is a hollow deck. Well, the box is hollow anyway. On the inside you have the symbols for, I think, the directions and the elements. I'm not sure that you can make that out properly. And then in the box, and very importantly actually, it's a rock pool edition rather than being Hay House. I believe that on Amazon I paid maybe slightly less than the $16.99, which is indicated on the box, okay? And the book is really good, full color book. Really informative, gives you the element, a word of power, gives you the keywords as well as the card title for every card. It gives you a first batch of information for the card, and then more like her take, her witchy, I'm going to call it witchy take on the cards, okay? And that's okay, I like that, it doesn't bother me. All information is good information. I can sift through the information, take what sticks and leave what doesn't stick. So sorry, I'm probably blinding you with that just now. So the structure of the cards, using different spreads. You do get a couple of spreads, 3 spreads, timing spreads, and then of course the very important dedication of your cards, okay? So again, this dedication, do take the time to do it. It helps you bond with your cards. If you have Reiki, you can maybe go a little bit easier on it and work maybe with the Reiki, okay? So I have not put those in the numbered order, okay? I have actually put them by elements, and you will see that there is a strong bias to air and fire. Actually, I think fire is the one that takes it, but on top there I've got the air element. So let me play around with the lights a little bit just so that we get to the right place. So these are very luminous cards, and to try and render an aurora borealis on a card is quite difficult, but she has done it. So hopefully this is coming through okay and it's not overexposed. The back of the cards is the symbology, and it brings in together some of the elements. So we are starting with air, and she classifies the north as air. I wonder actually if she might have one of the directions attributed wrongly, because she's got 2 directions as air, one as I think fire and one as earth, but she doesn't have a direction for fire. No, wait, water. She doesn't have a direction for water. Now, the way that I have worked often is that water is in the west, but as you will see here, water is in the, I don't want to make a mistake. We'll see. No, water doesn't have a direction. West is earth in this deck, okay? So just bear with me, okay? Sorry about that. Okay, so starting with north in the air element, and then moving on to east, she also has east as air element, okay? Now I would have one or the other, but I don't know if I would have both. Never mind. She also has moon in the air element. Now for me, moon is water element, but you can argue either way. I think maybe some of the elements in the book are maybe wrongly attributed. Just be aware of that, okay? So anyway, very beautiful. Motion, air. We're still in the element of air with storms and cleansing, change and wind, speaking your word, voice. So you've got your keywords there, okay? Transformation, pressure, breath, life, love, the heart. I hope you can make that out okay. Joy, music. It's probably a little bit too much light. And dark matter. Mystery, I love this card. Groundedness, gravity. Time, discipline. And movement, speed. Very Eight of Wands, if you read tarot. And then we go to fire in the south. Now, fire in the south, okay, that's how I work with the archangels, fire in the south. Generally, I work with earth in the south, but that's okay. We all have our own ways of working with the elements and the directions. The idea is that you remain clear, okay? So here we're doing fire, okay? So remember, these are all the aspects of fire that she has included in the deck. Sorry about that. Ooh, wobble, wobble. So we've got the sun. We got fire itself, which strangely for the direction, for the element, she says to put not in the south, but traditionally corresponds to the element of east, although in the southern hemisphere it is aligned with north. And that to me doesn't resonate at all whatsoever. For me, fire, well, yes, in the east. It is in the east or in the south, not in the north. Okay. And with the South American connections, you will find that fire is usually in the east, because the sun rises in the east and the sun is associated with fire. Okay, so here we go, still in the fire, and the hearth is very much in fire. Okay, but it's a comforting fire. So again, you're seeing all the aspects. And again, this is playing to the fluidity of fire. Remember that fire and water do share some behaviors, okay? There's fluidity. Desert. Passion. And again, you know, you get that exchange. Electricity. Okay, we go into the west direction, which she associates with earth. And we've got earth. Mountain. So, this is not snow or ice. This one is mountain. Cave. Inner core. Love that one. The growth and the plants. Love it. Rock. Animals. Magnetism. The biome. And boom, that's it. That's all the earth that we've got. And then we're into water. Straight into water. No element associated with water. Sorry, no direction. Sorry. So creation, water. Bravery. I mean, you can see that the associations are very, very clever. Okay, just because it's a couple of hiccups doesn't detract from the fact that the deck is very cleverly put together. So you had mountain, you had lake, you have purity, ice, and you have silence, snow. Okay, so you've got loads to explore. Rain. Atoms. And then we've got, so the atoms, I think, are all the elements. together. And the alchemy magic is fire and water, I think. Let me just double check in the book. I think she has it as fire and air, sorry. The two male elements. Okay, fire and air is what she's got this one as, okay? All right, so, I mean, it's all fine and dandy that she has her own associations. That's just great. And that can give us a base to work from and to start from. But then, you know, just work your own thing. I'll say one thing about the cardstock. The cards are fairly pliable, which is fine. And the gilding, which sometimes can be a little bit pesky, has not been pesky. So when I got the cards, it wasn't sticking, you know, they weren't sticking together, and they're not sticking together. And the gilding is actually not sticking out beyond the cards, if that makes sense. So it's a very acceptable gilding. Mine has, it's okay. It hasn't started to chip yet. I am careful with the cards, and because they are thinner and a little bit more pliable, I guess the gilding will be in place for a little bit longer. I find that actually the harder the cardstock with gilding, and the more it will tend to want to chip the gilding, and then your card will get frayed as well. So the thick cardstock is not always a panacea, as they say. Okay, so this is my quick review and flip through of the Elemental Oracle. I would highly recommend it. It's a very, very nice deck to have, and especially if you're working with the elements or trying to get to grips with the elements, this is excellent. Okay, have fun with it. Let us know in the comments how you're getting on, and please like and subscribe. It means so much to the channel and to me. Thank you. See you soon.